The music you are listening to is completely electronic and has been created and produced on equipment designed and manufactured by Manhattan Research, a division of Raymond Scott Enterprises Incorporated.
Whack-a-mole, I need your help, vinyl community. This isn't a contest, but I need your help, and whoever helps me out, I will send them something special. It has come to my attention that I'm going to have to change the name of Whack-a-mole. Even though I spell whack, W-H-A-C-K, whack is a trademark of Whack-a-Mole Incorporated out of Florida, USA. Whack-a-mole. So I'm looking for an idea, okay? I've been thinking of things like, I don't want to do random records. That's taken also. I've been looking this up, believe me. So you need to look it up and do your research. But if you have any ideas, you don't have to do a video. This is not that kind of contest because it's not a real contest. But you have to, if I love the idea and use it, I'll give you a prize. But I get to use the name. I don't want to infringe on anyone's copyright, patent, trademark, or anything else. I've been trying to think like grab-a-gob. See, I want something like that, like simple. It's got to be simple and to the point. Grab-a-gob. What the fuck is a gob? Vic-a-vinyl. What does Vic mean? That doesn't mean anything. Record, like an RR name or a VV name. Whack-a-mole is sort of obtuse, and a lot of people, I think around the world, didn't know what that originally was. But I need your help. I need a name for this. Got to be quick, to the point, creative, in a Mazzy way. Mazzamole. But that makes no sense either. Grab-a-maz. No, that's like grab but no, never mind. No, that doesn't work. It's got to be something to do with, I thought like touch-a-tune. Touch-a-tune. But that's kind of creepy, isn't it? Touch-a-tune. Anyway, this is Whack-a-mole for now, number 43, I believe. And I really want your help. So in the comments, write it down. It helps if you're a subscriber, because it's not really a contest, but subscribe. If you're going to write, if you're going to be considered for this, write it. But I will send a nice prize if I pick something. In fact, I'll send a prize to the most creative name. One prize, creative name, whether I use it or not. But again, we can't infringe on anyone. You can't say, The Beatles presents, that type of thing. Anyway, you get the idea, right? Well, why am I wearing this Mazel hat? Well, this was a gift from some people in West Seattle. I never wear trucker type hats or rapper hats I look ridiculous in this, don't I, right? I tried to, pass for 63 or 64, but come on. That's kind of ridiculous. I look like fucking one of the Beastie Boys, right? The Jewish one. Wasn't there? There was a Jewish Beastie Boys, right? Well, this actually is kind of cool. But mazel, it means like drip. It's actually, if you heard the term in Yiddish and Hebrew, mazel tov. Tov, like tov ma'od, tov means good. Mazel, people always think mazel tov, good luck. That's what essentially it means in Hebrew, good luck. But the actual translation of the word mazel is like drip, not like dripping coffee or, old people wearing Depends, that kind of dripping. It's basically the dripping of good things, the things coming to you. So, did you watch Whack-a-mole for me? Let me give you a Hebrew, a Jewish dissertation. Anyway, I'm going to leave it like this for this one. This is just because one time, okay? So, Whack-a-mole, I need a new idea, a new name, quick, to the point, not like ongoing, something, Google it to make sure it hasn't been used before and someone else doesn't own it, okay? So, You too. You choose. You grab. I'm grabbing at straw. Grabbing at straws. What does that have to do with that? Sounds like it's like a random cocaine deal there. I feel like I'm doing a stand-up bit here. I actually kind of am. Eric, this is what you do with your hands. See, three-dimensional. The thing is, like, as I said before, in the frame of video, use the depth of the mise en scène. Okay, I learned that in film school. Anyway, 5 random picks. I'm just going to do it anyway. So Whack-A-Mole 43. When I get up to 50, whatever this friggin' thing is called, I am going to have a 50th Whack-A-Mole, or whatever the new name is, official contest. So, Mazzy's going to jump in here. We got electronic music by Raymond Scott in the background. Three, 4, 5. Well, I'll be damned. The very first wonderful punk album by The Damned, an original Stiff Island pressing from the UK. What is it, 1978, 9? Do you remember when this came out? What does it say here? 1977. That was wrong. I think this hat is mushing my brain. The beautiful Stiff label. Remember? The byline for Stiff, if it ain't stiff, it ain't worth a fuck. I didn't say that. Well, I did say it, but that's their motto back in the 70s when they first started. Great album. I saw them in San Francisco when they came through. Probably 78, I guess. What can I say? I mean, Rat Scabies. Can you imagine if you went to high school with a guy named Rat Scabies? Sure, it's a stage name, but still, Rat Scabies. What a great punk name. Punk names are so great, right? Right, Vinyl Richie? I love you, Vinyl, and I love Mr. Richie, and I love doing impressions of you. This is Vinyl Richie. You're so great, and I mean that. I love it. Okay. A great comp on Parrot Records. Punch Out, Cut Out, Them, featuring Van Morrison. Obviously, this was lead singer. This was put out once he hit with Brown Eyed Girl. This comp came out in '72, and also the Warner Brothers stuff were coming out at the time, Astral Weeks. So this is actually a really good comp because it's got all the great things. It has Gloria, which he wrote, that we all know from the Knights of What was the other group? Well, Them had the big hit of Gloria, but Knights of Shadow of Nights, had the other hit of Gloria. Mystic Eyes, my band, my garage band in high school did Mystic Eyes, junior high school. Don't Look Back, Little Girl. Anyway, great, Route 66, very bluesy. I'm going to be doing a Van Morrison kind of overview very soon. But this is a cool comp. If you ever see it, pick it up. A lot of times they're well worn, but it's again on the Parrot label, which is distributed by London Records. You know that for all the London artists like 10 Years After and Moody Blues, Savoy Brown, ZZ Top, Rolling Stones. That company, parent company of that. Okay, we got Morrissey of the Smiths, but we got Morrissey on the cover. Now, 12-inch single, UK import from 1984, and this was What Difference Does It Make? And Back to the Old House, These Things Take Time. So it's an EP-ish, three tracks. And the interesting thing of this, the original 45, I believe, which is extremely rare, has the cover picture, and the cover celebrity, what do they call it? Cover, what did he used to call it? Cover person was Terrence Stamp, the actor Terrence Stamp from the movie The Collector, but there was some kind of legal situation. I don't know if it's probably Terrence Stamp didn't want to be on an album cover. So Morrissey recreated the image of Terence Stamp. So that's Morrissey doing his Terence Stamp impression. Great 12-inch single. I did a cover artist way back of the Smiths, a feature of the Smith picture cover album. Because I have all their original albums. I think the American ones and some UK and all the 12 inches, or most of them, not all of them. Now this is a great album. This is one of my favorite, actually, mid-period. I shouldn't say mid-period because it was the 60s, but 60 or 1970 maybe, 69, 70, or 68 I'm thinking. 1968, Vanguard Records. Double album on Vanguard, Joan Baez, Any Day Now. This is where Joan Baez covers all Dylan songs, and it's really a wonderful record. So I suggest, if you're a folk music fan, you like female vocalists, you like Dylan, by all means, get this record. It has all these great sketches in here. Love Minus Zero, North Country Blues, You Ain't Going Nowhere, Drifter's Escape. In fact, after I get out of here and replace my hat, go to my balding, wonderful, shiny bald head, I think I'm going to play this for the rest of the evening after I turn this electronic music off, which I do like, but actually electronic sounds of Raymond Scott. But great record, collection of Bob Dylan songs sung by Joan Baez, Any Day Now, 1968. Another folky, but beautiful, gorgeous record. Folky, ethereal, but not French in a way. The McGarrigle sisters, Kate and Anna McGarrigle. This is their first album, produced by Joe Boyd. Joe Boyd, you may or may not know, is the one who, in American expatriate, moved to London. He and a partner opened up the UFO Club in London, UFO Club. Parallel time of San Francisco, of the Fillmore and the Avalon, and the scene, psychedelic trip scene of San Francisco is happening in London at the time. The house band was Pink Floyd, and he produced the first Pink Floyd single, but then when they signed to EMI, of course, they had to have a in-house staff producer, so Norman Smith took over their first album. He got Joe Boyd got screwed not producing Pink Floyd. Rest is history. Although he was a roomie. I don't know how I know this. Actually, I read his autobiography. Great autobiography of Joe Boyd. I read about a year or two ago. And up in Massachusetts, he was a roommate with Jeff Mulder, great recording artist who later married Maria D'Amato, who became Maria Muldaur. Joe Boyd also produced that first great Maria Muldaur album with Midnight at the Oasis. My favorite guitar player, Ry Cooder, plays on the first track. And he also was the one who discovered and produced Nick Drake, incredible string band. A lot of that kind of rootsy, folky English stuff. Pentangle was it, or the other one? Anyway, but all that kind of modern, 60s, the kind of the folk rock thing of England. But he was there in England producing it. So Joe Boyd produced this great album. Starts with Dance with Bruised Knees, but the McGarrigle sisters, really a wonderful, beautiful record. So that's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. Nice variety of music. Whack-A-Mole, I'm looking for a new name, a new whack. I don't want to say whack anymore, whack. But I want it to be a name where the name just, you kind of don't know exactly what it is. See, Whack-A-Mole, like, if you see Whack-A-Mole number 32, you're searching YouTube, like, you'll say, what the fuck is that? What does that have to do with records? You know, Whack-A-Mole, Sock and the Mole coming out of the amusement game. So I wanted something a little random, a little intriguing, but relates to secretly pulling records. So I really want your help. Put on your thinking caps, put on your Mazel cap. Gotta look like I could be in Ted Nugent band, or no. Anyway, put on your thinking caps and just write it down. It's not a video contest. Just think about it. A for creativity, and I'll give a award out. I'll send something to the most creative one. but I'm going to judge it. I'm not going to do a random one for this. So, Mazzy loves you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all the love here. Mazzy loves you too. Bye.